In the 1830s, Sulzer opened its first factories in Winterthur. It produced turbines for ships and later locomotives. By the end of the 19th century, the company had 33,000 employees, and the Sulzer site was the size of Winterthur's old town. By the 1980s, a lot of the heavy industry had been moved abroad, and the Sulzer era in Winterthur fizzled out. Suddenly, new uses had to be found for the 220,000 square meter industrial wasteland. While the authorities launched competitions for projects, the empty spaces were let out temporarily to young businesses and artists.
We're inside the Porter's Cafe. It is, so to speak, the oasis of the Sulzer site. It's where many of the people who rent small workspaces feel at home. In this corner, there are more than 100 businesses on a relatively small space. Many self-employed people, carpenters, furniture and web designers. When I came here, you could still feel the presence of Sulzer. There was still a guard here who would open and close the barriers. In order to get to your workspace, you had to announce yourself.
Not only artists, but also gallery owners have settled in. Knerle and Batig promotes contemporary artists from Europe and the Americas. The gallery moved here last autumn to what used to be a material testing plant.
Die Höhe, die Größe und auch diese nostalgische.
We like the high ceiling, the size, and the nostalgic touch of this industrial building. It feels less elitist and physically offers more possibilities than small rooms. We can do big installations, video projections, and a lot more.
The Technopark, a public-private partnership, hosts a mix of startup and established companies, as well as research institutes from various sectors. This PR and communications company moved here 7 years ago.
Einerseits ist natürlich der dynamische Ort in Winterthur.
The Sulzer site is the most dynamic place in Winterthur. In only a few years, it turned from an industrial zone to a multicultural area with apartments and workspaces. And it's close to the train station, too. The techno part offers great networking possibilities. It's easy to get to know and liaise with other companies.
Sehr schnell andere Unternehmen kennen, arbeiten zusammen.
This building, once a welding factory and fire brigade house, is now a church. During the week, though, people can have lunch here and even attend blues nights.
The people here are very different from other churches. Usually parishes are oriented towards their community, to people who have settled down, like families or older people. We're trying to reach those who move around a lot, who work in one place and live or study elsewhere.
The Sulzer site is still undergoing a lot of changes. Implenia, the construction company that owns most of the site, has plans to put up new buildings while it's still figuring out what to do with some of the heritage structures. Hall 53, once a large foundry and currently used as a parking space, will soon be used by the city to hold various events. So there seems to be many potential projects for the architecture students at the Zurich University of Applied Sciences, which moved to this industrial hall on the Sulzer site 20 years ago.
When I lived here when I was young, people felt they had to justify why they lived in Winterthur rather than in Zurich. With the arrival of educational and cultural institutions, Winterthur has now regained its self-esteem.